Hello. It's Monday, April 15th, uh, 2024. I don't know what time it is. I'm going to assume that it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. I am at the state capitol. Came on the bike. Got my helmet. My remote neural monitoring is off the chain right now. I spoke with another targeted individual. She said she also went to the FBI and she has what I have. I want to be clear. A lot of people have what I have. It's not just me and her. A lot of people before us, a lot of people right now, a lot of people after us will have remote neural monitoring. One of the main caveats about someone like her who's like me is she had a node coupled to her synthetic digital twin that allows users to speak to her in her head using a physical device. She said that no one, they didn't believe her, and were basically making it look like, not to talk about someone else's information, but the FBI person was like a cyber specialist for the Bureau. It's one of those weird words. Bureau. And it was just basically saying it doesn't exist. Well, I think it's, and I can't speak for that agent or the agency, but I can say that it does exist. It can be proven that it exists, cold turkey. There's no taking that back. Now, it is possible. They may not know. I don't work there. Other people and agencies, lawsuits can say they know, but until they say they know, you can't say they know it unless you can prove it. Has it been proven? I'd like to think so. Ryan, investigator for Sys Tech, has a website. As an investigator, and he filed a lawsuit. On his website, he claims someone contracted him because they were under remote neural monitoring, and he was able to isolate and locate these frequencies and run a backtrace where he's saying that yes, they do know there's agency involvement. They tried to recruit him. I mean, I don't think you're going to have that on your website and file a lawsuit alleging the FBI and all these agencies are involved, and then say that on the website and not be able to back it up. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a huge no-no. On top of that, Sys Securities Specialist, private security firm. I've read that they're outsourced because of the data. It's a bit too much. So they outsource data to be worked. One of these programs was remote neural monitoring. On his website, well, Justin Carter, aka Brian Coffrin, who worked there, whistle blew that was happening there. They were attacking people with that. He did an interview. I had the paperwork also. But more than that, Ryan from Sys Tech is saying he will, on his website, again, that he'll testify in court. And he lists on his website the employees, corporate obviously, from Sys Tech, and that he'll testify in court. Yes, they were using remote neural monitoring on citizens. Now, Keep in mind, the guy is suing and naming agencies, FBI, CIA, etc. as being part of it. You're not going to make a website, or it's not even, it's his company, but it's its like official website. He would be crucified, man, if that wasn't true. That would be taken down the next day. So for him to say he'll go after, or he'll testify in court, put his hand on a Bible under oath that CIS Securities did that, what does that mean? That means he can prove it. He's not going to go to court and say, I think that happened. No, he's going to go to court and say, I know it happened. Here's what I have. So the conversations that are being had with targeted individuals when it comes to speaking with law enforcement, agencies, stuff like that. And I don't speak on agents. I don't speak for agencies. I'm not an agent. I don't speak for law enforcement in any way. What I'm saying is you have targeted individuals who are speaking with law enforcement and... Huh?
What are they having?
It's for outdoor, like hiking and stuff. I don't really know. They're not equipped when they're talking. When equipped, what I mean is they're not well read. Reading information is power. Reading will set your mind free. Reading, and I can't stand it when people watch YouTube videos and TikTok. I watch TikTok, I watch YouTube videos. But don't base your sourced information on that stuff. I can't print no YouTube videos. I can print documents. So you read everything you can. You should be able to take a complete stranger and teach them what's happening. Likewise, you should be able to sit in front of law enforcement and teach them what's happening through facts, paperwork, documentation, proof. Now, I obviously don't have a document or PDF, which I wish I had. I don't even think it exists. If it does, it's built into the software. It's not like it's in a box or paper. Yes, that would be under lock and key. But no, I don't have a document that's like, okay, we're logging into this person and now we're going to send him a frequency and make his foot turn left. No. Does that exist? Yes. I don't have that though. What I can prove are the voices. Not just the external voices, but internal. How do you prove internal? I can provide the technology via paperwork that it exists to send audio into the mind of a human being. I could show it being done on camera. It's not my stuff, but I can show it. I can find it again. It's all spectrum, by the way. It's all spectrum. All your body senses operate within a bandwidth of frequency, a certain spectrum. Like we only see in a certain spectrum of vision. But technology is designed to use the spectrum outside of the human bandwidth, but it'll still affect the human. Unfortunately, I'm on the wrong end of this stuff. I have a loan officer, I call him. When I say I have a loan officer, what that means is, yes, there are perps. They're listening to me right now. They're talking into my head. I can't stop it. But since I know it's real, I'm a victim. Trust me, I know it's real. And with whom I've contacted about what I know, that would mean they know. Now they can say they didn't find it worthy of investigating. They didn't think I held credence. All that type of stuff. Hell, they could say I made it up. They could do that. But at the end of the day, I know I'm targeted because I hear people talking in my head. So I know I have remote neural monitoring. There's a physical device in somebody's hand. Whether they're wearing an EEG hat while speaking to me, I don't know. There's a lot of shadow games they play. So because I know it's real, unequivocally, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I'm not talking about, well, can I prove it? I'm talking about, I just know it's real because I'm a victim of it. So you can't tell me it's not real. I'm a victim of it. I know it's real. But because that is the case, I can say, well, so do the agencies. They know it's real. Because I know it's real. And there's no way that this is happening and the powers of this country can't access, identify, and obtain that information in those frequencies. Come on, man. There's no way somebody in a house is operating a technology like this and the country is unable to identify, isolate, locate, and control it. Let's stop it. And I can't tell them to do that. I can't get them to say they're going to do that. I can't get anybody to agree to do that, obviously. But I still know it's real. And because I know it's real and they know what I know now, well, they definitely know what I know. I had all kind of stuff I gave to them. And it's still happening. Do they want it to continue happening? I don't know. I just know it's not turned off. If they didn't know it was real, well, I should be in a government lab somewhere getting tested out because this is a real threat to the way of life in this country. Other targeted individuals are saying their data is being erased. I've read. Guys has videos. He says his videos are all being erased, stuff like that. Is there a conspiracy, I don't like using that word, to wipe and doctor targeted individuals, anything they can substantiate as proof? I don't know. Is it happening to me? I'm not too sure. If I make content and a voice clear as day is saying Apple, clear, crisp, precise, easy to hear, unequivocally, that's what it's saying. Can it be doctored after the fact? It's all digital. All you're doing is changing the digital footprint of a frequency. And you can make it into anything. Yes, it can be done. Is it being done to me? I don't know. I don't know until I hear about what I've sent in. Then I will know. But if that does happen, it shouldn't look like what I'm hearing things that aren't there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of stuff like that. Like I'm just a loon. The threats I've received are out of this world threats. At first it was be quiet, stop listening, think about it, stop listening. Then it's a psyop. I'm gonna get raped until I'm murdered in prison if I don't quit trying to prove it. I proved it. Am I gonna get killed? Framed to be killed? Fuck if I know. Nonetheless, if there was an intelligence that was trying to get me to stop proving or looking into what I'm doing, and that was their angle for me to stop, then what's my other angle? I'm still being tortured with this tech. They haven't turned it off. Education is power. Information is power. And it bothers me that targeted individuals, after all this time, we're all not on the same page, man. Like, how have you been targeted for all these years, man, and you don't know anything? Don't you read anything, man? Don't you investigate it? Like, all people know is to say, the government's doing it, the state's doing it. Okay, well, put yourself in a position to make them accountable for it. I did. And then these pulse voices either, also. Why isn't nobody talking about that? I don't really hear targeted individuals talk about that. And then they don't know what it is. If I meet with people tomorrow, we're supposed to have a meeting for targeted individuals, then what? You think I want to stand there and teach all these people what's happening? And they don't want, and like, I can tell you've been targeted, but it's like, you are, but why aren't you trying to, like, if there was like 10 of me meeting tomorrow, oh my God, I would early. Wait, where's the desire to learn? You know, they're gonna call you crazy. They're gonna use your medical history against you. It's cookie cutter. It's all the same thing. This is happening over and over again. You're not this first story. You're the next one. It's the same shit, just different day. That's all. And then the whole schizophrenia thing. Okay, I'll buy it a little bit. So if I'm sitting there and somebody says, well, you have schizophrenia and that might be what it is, and I'm like hard pressed that it's not, it's this, and they just elect to use the medical history and just, discredit you. My whole thing is just like, so you're telling me that I have cancer, and even if I was diagnosed as having cancer, I'm telling you there's a man walking around shooting people with a weapon he made that gives people cancer. And because I have cancer, you're not going to investigate the guy with the cancer weapon. That's more or less what's happening with the medical history of targeted individuals. And it's pretty fucking sad. I don't know what to think either. Like, I can't prove stuff. I've read the NSA has a file for every targeted individual from inception through time. I guess until they're deceased. 1 year, 50 years. Is that true? How the fuck do I know? Who said that? I don't even know who said that. I read that the other day. Could that be true? It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's not true. Until a smoking gun is received, such as footage of it, send me my file. That type of thing. Being targeted is the worst thing you could ever be. I'm not even fucking around. None of these people around have any idea that this is happening in any way that I'm looking at walking down the street. I saw a homeless man here last time. He was talking to the air, responding to voices, and he was out of it. Now, is that schizophrenia or is that technology? And they just left it on. Aaron Valente said this is all one big thought experiment. It is. It's a thought that does target individuals. I just don't understand the slow kill. That might be why it's a thought experiment. Because I don't... The depopulation thing, like, I understand it. Is it real? Fuck if I know. But if it is real, they're sure in a rush. There'd be no point for slow kill. Thank you.